late fall. It's early November. Beautiful day. Supposed to go up to 11 today. Beautiful weather for riding, eh? The bikes are running better. We're running better. It's hard to see the trail in amongst all the leaves. Or the hidden rocks.
Yeah, it's early November, and normally this time of the year it's a lot colder. Although sometimes we get lucky and we get weather like this. These days are almost over, and soon we'll be in the snow and freezing temperatures. Today I'm out riding with Colin. Here he is here, coming right up. And we're also out riding with Matt. And here's Matt right here. Today we're riding in Goshen, and Goshen is one of my favorite places to ride when I just feel like going out for a rip without any real dramas or any thinking, because there is nothing technical about this area. It's fast flowing single track, just like where you're watching right now. There's a couple big hills. There's Crazy Ivan and another hill that's in the woods, and you'll see those later on in the video.
I don't know how sensitive the microphone is and whether you can hear this wind noise coming through the trees. How nice is that?
Alright, back to some ripping on the single track. We're trying to re-establish the trail that we were on before, but neither of us were leading that ride, so this is kind of just figuring it out as we go. And as we go, I just about lose my front end up here. Yeah, it's getting time to put some new tires on. The Michelin medium on the back is still doing great, lots of traction out of that, but I'm running a soft moose in the back. And I'm running a Shinko up front, which is getting pretty worn because I've run it all season, races and all. Riding this kind of stuff is good because it gives you some room to make some errors. You can go a little bit wide, it's okay because this trail is pretty cut out, but it sets you up well for later on when you're in some tight stuff, like say down at JM's in Stony Creek. Had to stop there for a minute and clear some stuff off the trail. There was a part of a broken tree down across the trail. No big deal, just drag it out of the way and carry on.
Pardon me on his new bike. Getting used to it.
Joys of a brand new bike, but also the pain of trying to get it set up. So Matt's been suffering some wicked arm pump because he's trying to get used to the new setup on this bike. He got himself a brand new TE 300, and it's a really nice bike, and I think he's going to enjoy it a lot. There goes Colin heading down the hill. This is one of the hills I was talking about. It's not Crazy Ivan, it's the one in the woods.
All right.
We were here quite a while ago, and it was a bit damp, and Lance, I think, was the only one to make it up. And you know what? I've not posted that video either. That's quite some time ago, more than a month. Colin takes a couple runs at it, and he clears it here, although not pretty in his own words, but he does make it.
Attaboy, get on her, get on her. Yes, sir.
Here's the ravine at the bottom of that hill. The approach isn't great. You go by that tree that's center of screen and left, And like I said, not a great approach.
Find
I didn't
our way
take
up
any
there.
shots at this hill. Playing on hills isn't my thing. If it's on the trail and that's what I got to go up to keep going, then I will. But I generally don't like them, probably because I'm not that good at them. So that tells me I should probably practice them a lot more. Alright, not far from that wooded section is Crazy Ivan, and this is my one shot. We all agreed we'd only take one shot, so this is an all or nothing proposition, and here I go.
Oh man, so close, so close. Oh, it's right there. Damn it, I was so close.
Not that close, maybe 2/3 of the way up the hill. I've made this hill before, or at least 10 feet from the top, and then just got pulled over the top, so maybe I've not made this hill before. I think I'll go back next weekend if the weather holds and just run this hill until I get it. Down below, the lower part, the traction's loose, the rocks are just rolling and there's lots of leaves on it, it's always wet. The middle section rises pretty sharply with some kind of big rocks in the way, and you just got to try and carry some speed. So your front suspension really needs to be dialed in to give you a shot to get up this hill.
Here, and then I was like, okay, defeated. Oop.
This is a fun little climb to come up on the hill that's just adjacent to Crazy Ivan. It's in the wood line, kind of off to the side. I've gone up it, and I was waiting for the guys, and I didn't hear them, so I'm going to go back down. I think Matt might be having some struggles on the roots because the lower section is steep, and there is a lot of roots that are fairly polished. But I can see Colin there, and I can hear Matt coming.
You just went to the wrong side of that down tree.
Well, I wasn't lined up the right way.
Load it up, get it? Not too much throttling. There we go. Well, so this was the trail I was trying to connect to after we rode the hills to take us out back to the trucks.
The pivot turn. I had been practicing those in the past, and I was getting pretty good at them. Well, okay, I could get the front end up at will. Couldn't really swing it around at will. That was iffy. And could only go left, not really to the right, to the brake side. So definitely need a lot more practice because it's a handy skill to have. We ride this section and one more after it, and then we turn around and come back and head out to the trucks. It has been an amazing day, as you can tell, like lots of good sun. It's relatively warm, not so much that you're sweating, and it's a really easy ride day on these trails. Well, not every day do you need to go out there and climb a mountain or head out with Mike Harvey and do like 3 kilometers in 4.5 hours of bush bashing down some cutout mountain. I laughed. That was a funny day. But yeah, some days you need these days. They're just good to go out and ride, and you kind of zone out, and it's easy to get into that helmet space that we're always looking for. But hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm just going to let it play out from here.